All right, guys, thanks and welcome back. And we're going to get into the next level of defense against a takedown, which is my elbows. So our scenario now is, for whatever reason, either the fight started quicker than I had anticipated, or I was arguing here and I was attacked from the side. Whatever happened, I wasn't able to keep the person out. I wasn't able to keep them at arm's reach, and now they've closed the distance and they're getting a little bit tighter. A lot of these errors, as we discussed in the first video, a lot of the errors that end up with people getting taken down can be solved or avoided by good fundamentals. Elbows in, good posture, good balance, so I'm not standing in a way that's going to get me knocked over or knocked off balance. So I have my feet already cheated out a little bit, staggered, and I'm discussing with the person, my elbows are in, and I'm trying to de-escalate the situation. And then stuff happened. So bring Mauricio in. The idea is, as we're having this conversation, this is actually a lot of space for two people having an argument. As the things get more and more intense, guys will move in, there's more of a challenging thing. So this is a very close, come this way a little bit. This is a very close proximity to start this fight. He's actually inside my reach in terms of my striking. So here we are arguing, maybe I'm talking to somebody else, and then the takedown happens. So if my elbows are in the way they should be, there's two things that we want to look at. One, I never want him to get that inside position. We talked about this a little before. Inside position is where his arms are around my waist, go ahead, and inside my arms here. At this point, he has control of my hips. He can start to bend me back, he can do a side body lug, he can tangle up my legs, or he may just drive me into a wall and pull my legs out from underneath me. I don't want that. If I have my elbows in when he comes in, it's not much work for me as he goes in to tie up to get my arms on that inside position. Even if I don't want to take him to the ground, and I just want to base out here and start hitting, I can do that without a risk of being taken down. But I've got to make sure he doesn't get his arms around there. So elbows in to defend against him getting inside position, even if I just stand him up and go back to work. That's one. We already established the fact, come forward please. I didn't stop him here. I didn't stop him with my hands. As he comes forward, I can also use my forearms or my elbows. So I'm jamming him, go slow, with these. Okay? If you do Muay Thai, you'll see similarities in that clinch position. But really, I'm looking more from a dirty boxing perspective. Once I have control of his head with a single collar tie, I can start ratcheting punches in here. As he drives forward, I'm framing with his arm so I can move. So I'm always keeping these elbows in, and I always match his eye level, as we discussed before. If he drops suddenly, I'm punching, I drop, and I stuff that shot. I stuff his crash with this forearm. And now I have control. I'm not really squeezing, I'm just keeping his head down so I can punch. All right? This will allow me time to move him off. If he crashes and he goes head outside, it may be this forearm that I jam him with, and again, I'm still working my strikes. I can use my elbows, use my forearms to control that space without using a lot of energy, because it's the structure it's the structure of this brace right here that's working, or this one right here that's working. Okay? He's running into my elbow and my humerus. It's not really bending back. I'm not letting him get this. If he can bend this arm in, I'm going to get taken down. So that's our second level of defense. Hands and then elbows.